Hey guys, so I told you I was going to try to start incorporating some vlog-like content here on a semi-regular basis. And I wanted to share with you guys, I'm trying to tidy up in here a little bit. I've kind of had stacks and stacks and stacks of stuff all over the place. So I did move out my cutting table. It's across the hall. Um, I resorted all my yarnables and ALCs into totes that are a little bit larger because I've built quite the collection. One of the goals for this year in the Taming the Stash is to get 2 cubes here somewhere cleared out so I can put my yarnables and ALCs on the yarn wall. Then I'll be able to see them and it'll be a little bit easier because that clears up floor space. I can't stand storing things on the floor. It drives me crazy. I think it's because I vacuum so much with the cats that it just drives me insane. I also came in here, finished shelving the books that I came across downstairs. I pulled some things out of here that don't really belong in here, but I still can't get to this corner, mostly because my former bedroom cart is up here. I may take this downstairs at some point, but I'm not sure yet. But everything is a lot more tidy. It's not perfect, but it is tidy right now. And then in here, I'm waiting for my workout DVD to queue up. So in here, I still have my scraps. I did clear out a substantial amount of the white and I cleared the red bin. So that's a pro, but I did, because I have so much in the Christmas folder here. I made some hot cocoa cozies a couple years ago. I did decide to save the green until I go through that. I also have a bunch in my Halloween one that I want to go through and see what that's looking like. I did mostly clean out my path here. I still haven't decided what I want to do with these shelves because I'm still debating on putting a TV up here. I haven't decided if I want to use these shelves or not. So I still have that left to decide in designing this room. I still have a bunch of stuff stored in the floor over here, which I would like to get not stored in the floor. The empty storage boxes I actually use for active crafting. So like that's a different thing mentally. You can see where I started doing my die cuts to use up some of these scraps. So I'm gonna have to like put these together. I need to put those together. And I want some extra colors to kind of do that. We have some just words in here that are Christmas words. And then I didn't make a label for this box, but I did label this one. 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 is a very common mat size that I use. A lot of the cut aparts in the paper packs are 3 by 4s. So when I use, these are the cut aparts. So when I use these in card making, scrapbooking, or like covering journals, I frequently use this size because it fits an A2 4 1/4 by 5.5 size card. So that's a very common mat size I need. So I did start cutting mats in that size out of my scraps. This is 4 by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4 by 6. So that's a little bit more of a larger chunk. And most of my scraps are not that size. Most of my scraps are smaller than that. So anyway, I'm slowly getting things into a more usable state. It's just a slow process. A very, very, very slow process. I do have my empties, paper crafting empties bin down there. But the other thing I need to do here shortly Since Troy got me a brother scan and cut for Christmas, one of the problems I've had using the Cricut and now we'll have with the scan and cut is I don't normally have clear desk space to set up the machine. So I have to take that to another part of my house and use a laptop and all that. And then I have to like haul stuff around, my supplies around to cut it. And then I have to haul everything back into the craft room. So what I'm thinking is I'm thinking about putting a sideboard here with storage underneath. And that will get everything off of my card base and envelope carts. But I'm still going to have this cart of stuff. This is primarily die cutting scraps and blanks that I use for the Cricut. So I've kind of got to figure out what I want to go here. The first attempt I got at putting something here did not go well. It got delivered broken in half. And that's like the fourth thing that's been delivered broken recently. So I don't trust things getting here in one piece through that service. So I might order one from IKEA. There is one from IKEA that I really like that is 16 inches deep, which gives me enough depth to be able to put like the envelope boxes all the way in and not have like the cabinets pop open. So that's where I am on trying to get things together. It's a lot. I'm going to be honest. It's a lot. But progress has been made. If you didn't see this previously, one of my stepsons got me this for Christmas. And it's got all of my cardstock on it. I do have some extras. This is my matting and die cutting weight white cardstock, but I already have, a lot. So I need to just put that up in the closet. But I have it Roy G. Biv'd. So white, off-white, gray, black, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. Then we've got brown. And then this moves into the heavyweight cardstock, which I use to make my card bases. And this is heavyweight cardstock here. This is clear acetate sheets, which I have made card bases out of. And then these are metallics and what is this? No, these are metallics. Do I have that many metallics? Yeah, metallics. Metallics, yeah. I just have that much metallic. So these are just specialties. This is pearlized. These are metallic. These are metallics. This is all vellum. I've got some clear vellum. I've got some colored vellums. So these are all vellum. And then heavyweight. And then I do have 2 empty slots here. So I'm enjoying this to see what I have. And it is funny. You can tell how much I use of certain things because like the pinks and reds shrink very quickly. Whereas like orange takes forever. Same with yellow. Takes forever to use it. So, but this is a little bit easier for me to be able to see what I have total. But that did mean I ended up reorganizing some of this over here. So this year, in the new year, I've spent a lot of time organizing and not a whole lot of time crafting. I'm hoping here in the next week or two, I'll be able to get a lot more crafting side of this done. So anyway. Well, hello guys. So my companions in crime have decided to join me for this. But I wanted to check in with you guys to go with the video of where I was in the paper studio. The next big step for yarn crafting is this group of things that I have now basically trashed my frog with. So let's get a whole view here. I pulled out all the yarn that was stacked up over there. It's now here. Not that it makes it look any neater in here. I did get my Addy set up. I only set up the Addy King. I've got the other one, but I haven't set it up yet. But I did want to get something started on it just to make sure nothing got damaged in the move. I have some things that were meant to be purr shawls that I'm setting to the side over there. I'm not quite sure how those ended up in the stuff to use the Addy with, but somehow I did. So as I come across more, it will go in that bin. Those were meant to be prayer shawls, so I'll save those for Lent, which somehow we're only a couple weeks away from. I swear Christmas was yesterday, and woo-hoo. But in looking for my shoebox where I had my weights and my waste yarn balls, I found a whole collection of things that I had cranked out but not finished yet. So as far as my donations to do 50 hat and scarf sets this year to donate, I'm already off to a start because those didn't get counted last year. So, I mean, pro con, you know. I had no idea those were in there, but I suppose I packed this stuff up either late May or early June. So it's not entirely surprising that I would have forgotten I cranked something and had it in these bins, because these were some of the first things that got packed when I was trying to get the house ready to stage. So anyway, most of what's in the center bin is neutrals. I also have one of the reasons why this ended up in here. So these were also originally meant to be prayer shawls because there's only 2 skeins of them. But I did opt to use one pair of these for my starter project since I got it set up. But I also have a bunch of neutrals that I found while I was unpacking. There's random half balls of whites, tans, and blacks down there at the bottom. So I got a lot to do. I did the other day when I was cleaning up in the yarn room, find my basket of stuff that needs to be finished and like ends woven in and blocking done. And I came across this square from where I did my review on the Premier Fruits sugar cakes. So this was the color guava when I did the review, and I was trying to find a way to crochet it, and I did this Tunisian square, which I really love how this turned out. I think it's really, really pretty. So I'm going to have to go back to that review where I came back and updated you guys having done the Tunisian square with it, because I did buy the other colors to make Tunisian squares with it and put it together for a blanket. So I do have this. That doesn't really need to be finished per se, because I don't have any other squares to go with it yet. This is a shawl for me. This is a shawl to donate. This is a shawl for me. This is a shawl to donate. Most of these are donation things. I think I'm going to gift this one. I think I know who I want to gift this one to. This will be donated. I'm not sure what I want to do with this one yet. This one was made for me, but I may end up gifting it. I'm not sure yet. And then I've got donation for me. This is the Blackberry Crescent shawl that I did while I was at the apartment still with the Yarnable. I guess that was September's Yarnable. Maybe that was August Yarnable. But the one that just made me think of sunflowers, I think it may have been sunflower theme. And as I was unpacking things, this is the pattern that I tested for Erica over at the Lopsided Crafter. And for some reason, I apparently never wove in the ends or blocked it. But how gorgeous is that? And that's in that shimmery, beautiful knit crate yarn that I got back before everything went sideways with them. So anyway, I still need to make another one of these in a bright colorway. This weekend is going to be freezing. Tomorrow night, it's supposed to be either 12 or 17 degrees. I've seen both, and they keep vacillating between closer to 20, closer to 10. So I should have, well, I guess by the time you see this, tomorrow night is Saturday. So well, now both cats have found a TV they want to go behind, because that one has been getting behind the TV downstairs. Anywho, these guys are just too much. I'm getting utterly distracted by two cats. But this is where we're starting off on the cleaning, or, oh man, I missed that. They just tore out of here. Cleaning, organizing, and rebooting Taming of the Stash, 2024 goals, all that stuff. All this plays into the goals, especially the donation items that need to have their ends woven in and blocked. That way they can go in the donation bin. Obviously, I've got now a start to my hat and scarf project to donate. So the lady at our personal ministry that is taking the items, she's taking two different groups. One is for an organization that works with homeless people here in Richland County. And the other place she's taking other donations for hats and scarves is to the oncology department. So I'm going to focus my 50 for the homeless organization. However, I do want to make some things with oncology in mind as well, but I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I haven't formulated that. We're in the proto stages of a plan here, but just a quickie update from where I was in the paper the other day. I don't think a whole lot changed, except for I did get some work on the cards done. Ha ha, let there be light. So you can see I'm almost done with the sticker sheet there. Almost everything has been kind of put together in cards. So that means I do have some organization in the closet I still want to do. I'm still trying to find a sideboard to go here, so I can put all my cards and envelopes up in the sideboard, and then have my Cricut and Scan and Cut on top of that, which will also clean up space up there for different things to go. I also need to sit down and retype my projects that I'd like to work on. So as good as this looks, I'm not very happy with how I have this organized. So I would, at some point in this quarter, like to come in here and do some organization. My fabric's fine, but I just kind of have, part of it is I just have too much stuff, and I'm not organizing it well. Really, there's nothing for you to stand on back there. Furry toddlers. I swear, you guys. Furry toddlers. Yeah, you better get down, because it's going to fall and you're going to be mad. That's definitely going to fall. That's not stable. Pippin, that's not stable. These are kind of things I started working on. I still have a lot of kits and things in here. Oh, Banner, I'm sorry. I'm just getting all jammed up with the cats today. But anyway, I mean, more or less, things are kind of how they were the other day when I was in here. Y'all just watched 14 minutes of that before this video, so. Here's my Banner. And Pippin obviously realized that was unstable, like I told him it was. Anyway, I'd like to get, by the end of the year, all this off the floor. Now, to be fair, those two bins right there have cards in process. That has cards in process. So it's not entirely just like things stored in the floor for no reason. There is a reason those are not stored somewhere else. or some other way. But here we are. This is where I am starting off for the rest of Taming the Stash and the goals for 2024. This is our starting place. So anyway, I'm going to run downstairs, smush these two videos together. I got to come up with some sort of a cute thumb or something for it. And hopefully that'll capture everybody's attention tomorrow morning and y'all will see this. So I love you. And I will see y'all on Tuesday. Well, or Thursday, depending on my schedule. Bye, guys.